Every few weeks, a headline announces that artificial intelligence is rotting our brains. The stories travel fast and are genuinely frightening. These stories usually trace back to a single small study measuring the brain activity of a few dozen people writing essays. It has not been peer-reviewed. Its own authors caution against reading too much into it. The careful claim rests on something much more solid. A 2025 study by Lee and colleagues surveyed several hundred knowledge workers about how they actually use these tools on real tasks. This chart plots a clear pattern from that research. As a person's trust in the machine goes up, the amount of their own critical judgment they bring to the work goes down. Artificial intelligence does not mysteriously damage the brain. It reliably removes the friction required for critical thought. Decades of established learning science point to a simple mechanism. Human minds are built by effort, not ease.
Retrieving an answer outlasts rereading it. Explaining our own reasoning to ourselves deepens understanding. The difficulties that feel unpleasant in the moment are often the ones that build lasting understanding. Wrestling with a problem before being shown the method makes the eventual knowledge much deeper. Watch this puzzle resolve itself instantly. A machine that hands you a finished answer is an effort removal device by default. The danger of any tool that removes the effort is that it removes the very thing doing the building. In a large 2025 field experiment, researchers gave students an ordinary artificial intelligence assistant for practice. This split bar chart shows what happened. The students saw an immediate performance boost while they leaned on the tool, but they performed noticeably worse on a later test taken without it. They felt like they were learning, but they were not. Now look at the second group. Researchers redesigned the exact same tool to withhold the answer and make the student reason first. That single change removed the harm entirely. A separate study built an artificial tutor explicitly to question rather than answer. The chart expands to show that this approach produced more than double the learning of a strong, well-run class. It is the exact same technology producing opposite outcomes. The only variable that matters is whether the machine makes the human think first. This timeline tracks measured intelligence and creative thinking scores. It shows a slow downward drift that began around 1990. Artificial intelligence did not cause those trends. It arrived long after they started. But it is the most powerful engine for offloading thought ever invented. It arrived in classrooms and workplaces already struggling to keep people thinking. It is not the origin of the problem. It is the strongest accelerant we have ever handed it.
That makes how we use the tool an incredibly important choice. The practical fix is built right in. You make the machine ask before it answers. Instead of asking for the answer, you open with your own reasoning. You instruct the system to interrogate your argument, challenge your evidence, and point out where you are weak. We call this moment, when the machine stops answering and starts questioning you, the flip. It is the entire foundation of the Havruta methodology. This is not a softer way to use the technology. It is more demanding. It forces you to retrieve and explain yourself, putting the desirable difficulty back into the process. Used to avoid thinking, it weakens thinking. Used to provoke thinking, it does the opposite. The tool is neutral. It is entirely a design choice. We don't teach AI. We install it into how you think.